Hello and welcome to 5J Gaming. I'm 5J and today we're going to play Gunlord X. I had no idea this was a game that was coming, but I was just cruising the eShop and it looked interesting. I took a look at the video and it's pretty well exactly Super Turrican. Like, exactly Super Turrican. And I love Super Turrican, so I absolutely had to get it. It was like 10 bucks. I've beaten the first 2 levels. It's awesome. I'm actually going to start the game over so you guys can see the good stuff. If I can. Actually, I wonder if there's a save file or how this works. Oh yes, look at this awesome starting business. Yeah, I kind of want to pause it though because I want to say hi to everybody in the chat right now. Alright, we got John Early, Luke W, Parker the Gamer Guy, Superhero126. How's it going, man? Thanks for watching, guys. Some recent chats. John Early's parents are watching Wheel of Fortune in the other room. Why are you not watching Wheel of Fortune? I mean, me, Wheel of Fortune. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. I am back, and I'm feeling much better there, Joe. Thank you so much for asking. But, yeah. Hey, actually, guys, I'm going to go meet with Nate tonight. Nate from Nintendo Prime. He's staying one night in the Twin Cities, Minnesota, and then he's going to be going out to Los Angeles for E3. So we're going to take the opportunity and finally see each other face to face for once. So that's why I'm streaming early, so I can get out of here early and go meet Nate. Okay. So this game is kind of over the top. Apparently this game actually did come out, maybe not this particular game, but there was a Gunlord game on Neo Geo and unofficially on the Dreamcast. So I don't know if this is a port of that game or if it's a sequel to that game. Look at that awesomeness right there. You are cute. I am the Gunlord. Have a nice day. Ah, the wonderfully corny dialogue. But such good pixel art. Right? It looks so cool. So, yeah, I love it. It's so cool. Okay, good. I can start new from here. Your old save will be rewritten. That's fine. Luke says, cool. Cool. Jay says, 5J, do you think somebody will show how to hack the Genesis Mini after September 19th? I think, like, the same night. Like, the same day it comes out, there will be a hack on YouTube. Now you get chibi version of Gunlord. Finally, after a dramatic battle, the evil empire was destroyed. The captain of the Z-42 something or other, Vanessa Gaiden, escaped and returned to celebrate her victory. But she never made it home. Missing in action to this very day. I skipped the rest of it, my bad. I just wanted the next text to advance. Anyway, it moves like Turrican. You got guns like Turrican. There's going to be floating platforms that contain more weapons. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Ah. It has a lot of places to explore. Lots of hidden stuff, which is something that Super Turrican did really well. Super Turrican 2 didn't do so well, and some of the other Turrican games didn't do quite as well. So this one feels very Super Turrican 1 in a very, very good way. Where's the blue one? Just trying out everyone I can run into here. What up? Yeah, you got the little voice that talks to you. It's cool, man. Oh yeah, and you've got the shockwave, and you've got the rolling into a ball and laying mines down. Like, it's very clearly a Turrican game. They definitely ripped it off, in a good way. So, if you follow the little hidden platforms, you find all sorts of cool, hidden junk. So always be looking for more platforms. One up. Alright, well, that's all that led to. which is good. One-ups are very handy. Again, I think there's something up here. Yeah. So you see some areas, but you didn't quite get to them, so then you get curious, like, how do I get there? So it really makes you want to play the game again. J.E. says, because Mortal Kombat on the Genesis was better than the SNES version. I think the first one, and I think the only reason people say that is because you could turn blood on the Genesis version, and there was no way to do that on the SNES version. However, I believe starting with Mortal Kombat 2, both versions had blood, and frankly, the SNES just looked and sounded better. I don't know about sound, I'd have to compare the soundtracks. Depending on the soundtrack, the Genesis had a pretty cool chip. But if you compare, like, Ninja Turtles from the Super Nintendo to the Genesis, it sounds way better on Super Nintendo. But Mega Turrican had a really amazing soundtrack on the Genesis. As much as I love the Super Nintendo game, I think Mega Turrican's soundtrack was better. Oh, sad! Fell to my death. It's kind of sneaky, though. Luke says, Banjo for Smash! Yeah, I'm seeing more rumors surrounding that. So, that'd be cool. You know, people have been wanting it forever. At least since the Smash for Wii U days, maybe even longer. Maybe the Wii days. The Brawl days. I keep hitting the shockwave. I just want to check down here quick. Yeah. The soundtrack, too. It's like retro sounding, but it's not chiptune. Just kind of cool. This might be one of my favorite weapons. Missiles that explode into... I don't even know what they are. Some sort of cannonball looking things. I think there might be more down here. I think last time I didn't fully explore this area before I went up there. No, I did not. Oh, is this it? Oh, well, maybe I did. This is a good soundtrack. Wouldn't mind having this on CD. / my phone, digitally. It's the last time you actually popped a CD in and listened to it. It's been a long time for me. Luke says it wasn't a rumor. It was a leak, which is a rumor, from a leaker, rumor monger, with a great track record. But I won't get my hopes up, as it may be a Grinch leak 2.0. Yeah, again, that's a rumor. Same thing. Leaks are just people starting rumors. And, you know, sometimes leaks like that aren't necessarily, like, wrong in that maybe there was the intention for whatever they leaked to have happened, and then somewhere along the way, development changed, and then the thing that was going to be a part of the game wasn't. But still, it only amounts to rumors if it doesn't actually happen. What do you guys think of this game? Doesn't it look awesome? Look like some sort of crazy alien dude. Luke says if Dig Dug was in Bomberman, he wouldn't be broken. He needs to bomb. He needs 2 bombs, and he can just inflate the opponent and then plant a bomb and win within a minute or so. What? I'm very confused what you mean to say at all. Are you talking about having Dig Dug in a Bomberman game? Are you talking about having Dig Dug face Bomberman in, like, Smash Bros? Or, like, some other type of, like, fantasy, you know, fighting setting? I'm very confused. Also, something was wrong grammatically there, and that added to my confusion. standing on top of those. There we go. Energy up. So I read that this was a Neo Geo game, but I kind of wonder if this was a Dark Void situation. You guys remember that game, Dark Void? It was a new game coming out on like Xbox 360. And as part of the hype for the game, the creator like started a rumor that Dark Void was an unfinished NES game. And then they created an 8-bit game that looked very much like an NES game to hype up, you know, like to give validity to their claims. And they made a fake Wikipedia page under fake accounts. So, like, they had all this stuff kind of tying together. So, like, there was this awesome buzz in the retro community, like, whoa, forgotten game, Dark Void on NES. Hey, they released it on iPhone, cool. And there's a new one coming out on 360. Awesome. Like, they had us so fooled. And I'm kind of wondering if this game is the same thing. Never heard of it, but then again, really not that into Neo Geo, so it's very possible that I just don't know about it. But still, I kind of think it's fake. It's a cool game today, but I don't think that it really existed back then, honestly. I would be happy to be wrong, though. Very, very happy. It's cool. The next level is totally different. It's a shoot 'em up level. Like a scrolling, I'm in a spaceship shooting level. Which is not Turrican at all, and that's awesome. Superheroes says, Jay, did you see the Nintendo Direct about Pokemon? I saw the one last week. Sorry, that was the Pokemon press conference. But I did not see the Nintendo Direct that was that today? So I haven't seen that one today. Super busy day at work. And been busy ever since, so I haven't had a chance. Any cool announcements come out of it? I think I saw that they showed off the new legendary Pokemon. And they look okay. I think the shield one looks cooler than the sword one. But neither one is, like, awesome to me. So, whatever. But what else cool came out of that? Can you give us any details about the game? Big, awesome explosions. Because Dig Dug uses a jackhammer instead of a bomb to traverse easier, and he has the ability to inflate enemies with an air pump, and it stuns them. And he can plant a bomb and then win. Again, I don't have any context to what you're talking about. I'm very familiar with Dig Dug. I think it's an awesome arcade game. And I'm very familiar with Bomberman. I played loads and loads of specifically Bomberland. What was it? Oh man, it was a Game Boy Color game. Not a Game Boy Black and White game, a Game Boy Color game. Bomberman Pocket? That might be the Game Boy Black and White one. But it was kind of like a side-scrolling platforming Bomberman. And I love that it was different like that. Energy up. Oh, the lightning, the rain, the sounds of the explosions. The music. Where is Simon? Where's my music buff? Somebody go summon Simon. His enemies are so very Turrican. Got hurt twice. Ah! I didn't know there'd be more of those stupid bee things. Looks like I'm disappointed about the new legendaries. They look silly. Yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. Superhero says, I'm excited about the raid aspect and also Pokemon Home. Pokemon Home they'd announced during the Pokemon press conference, and that is awesome. I knew you'd be happy about that. Finally, they're coming up with a real strategy for people to hold on to the Pokemon forever that they've had for forever. So I think that's amazing. Makes me kind of want to figure out how I can get a Pokemon off of a Game Boy game onto Pokemon Home. Because I think there is a path. I think if you go from Game Boy Advance, there is a way to trade from Game Boy Advance to DS, and then from DS to 3DS, and from 3DS to Pokemon Home. So I think there's a way to do it. Here we go. Yeah. Sweet new gun. It's purple homing shots. This is Dig Dug being broken if he was in Bomberman for his abilities. Okay. Superman would be broken if he was in Bomberman with his abilities. Like, why is this a thing that you're comparing? Why those two things? I'm confused. Very random comparisons. Yeah. All this rain and thunder is reminding me of Godzilla King of the Monsters. Did anyone go see that over the weekend? Or since last weekend? It was pretty good. Not the top of my Godzilla films list, but pretty good. Melee Man, what's up, dude? He says, another Turrican game? Looks like a Turrican game, but it's not. It is Gunlord X. And it's awesome. On Switch. Probably on other systems as well. Ah, fail. Enigma's here. What's up, Enigma says, dude, why do you have to treat Luke like a jerk? It's not a jerk to be confused about what somebody is saying. I'm confused. What is the context? Why is he comparing those two things? I don't understand where this is coming from. I need more information. And the man says, I'm not allowed to stream for the next 3 to 6 days due to me slapping a tofu from my sister's food at my mom and dad at Barrio's last night when they were making me eat a piece, and I said, no. Well, that was spoiled of you to do that. Eat the tofu. It's good for you. Well. So, streaming or watching streams? Because if watching streams, then you are in strict violation of your punishment, sir. Oh yeah, look at this weird, messed up looking boss. Kind of nasty looking, right? Fail. Warning, boss encounter. Ugh. This boss is not particularly tough. It's nice of him to stop shooting so I can get below him. The animation is so cool, though. The way you see his face swelling up and then burst. Awesome. Sweet looking ship, too. It looks like, Joe, it looks like the Kirax Starfighter, is that what it's called? Man, one of the scum ships when we used to play X-Wing miniatures game. It's like one of those. And the man says, if I do stream, I will be punished with that for a month. Eating tofu? I love it. I love the cruel, unusual punishments. Look at this. Stage 2 is a scrolling shoot 'em up. How cool is that? I'm going to read a couple more chats here. Luke says, Melee Man, I don't really think you should have done that. Kinda weird, but okay. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. The man says, but I've done worse things before, like kicking my dad for him making me eat tuna sandwich and me not wanting to. I was grounded for only 2 days for that. Bro, I think you've got some anger issues there. Are you a picky eater by chance? Because they always seem to be surrounded by food, at least the 2 examples you've given us so far, food examples. Have some food hang-ups, it seems. Yes. I've been very into shoot-'em-ups lately, so this is an awesome fusion of 2 games for me right now. You're not really getting any power-ups as a ship in this one. And when you die, you just come back with the same weapon. So I kind of miss the aspects of like having different guns while in this shoot-'em-up mode, but still really cool. And look at how awesome this guy looks. So sweet. Alright, we're getting close. Woo! Extremely close. There he is. Bada bing. Yes. So those levels are pretty short, but still very satisfying. Enigma says, Melee Man, dude, you sound like a 10-year-old and spoiled. Yeah, I mean, again, he's not wrong. I'm just curious why it's always food related. That's where most of my curiosity lies right now. Yeah, see, I knew there was something. Giant collectible gem, which probably does nothing but give you points. Which are meaningless, but I don't know. And if there's points, I feel like I gotta get the most. And man says, but today has been 5 years for me getting Mario Kart 7 downloaded on my first 3DS. Wow! You remember that as an anniversary? That's like seriously impressive. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. To keep such great attention. Or does it keep track on the 3DS for you? I forget all the stats that are in there. But that's one of the things I actually really loved about the 3DS, is that it kept track of everything. How many times you played the game, how many hours you played it for. It would rank them. It was awesome. you could look and see how many different games you'd played in your 3DS. And mine, it was like seriously like 300 some games. It was a lot. It was a lot. But then that 3DS and its memory card both got corrupted, and now all of my play data is gone. And years of history in those logs have gone away. And that's sad. So sad. Superhero says, it does! Craig's here, what's up, dude? He says, hey, Jay, how about that Pokemon, huh? I don't know, I didn't see it. What cool announcements were there? Nobody wants to tell me. I saw there were legendaries, but is there anything else cool they announced? They announced a bunch of stuff during the Pokemon press conference last week, and I saw that. That was good stuff. Still not exactly sure how Pokemon Sleep works, but, you know, whatever. I'm okay with a game giving me rewards. It's like, there's a lot of games out there now, especially on like phones, that are like idle games. And when you're not playing it, you come back and it earned rewards for you. So you always want to come back because you go, ooh, time to cash in on all that money it's been making while I haven't been playing. And I can use all that money to upgrade X, Y, Z, whatever. So it could be something as simple as that. It was just sort of an idle game playing, earning you money or experience points or something while you're asleep. But we'll see if they do something more inventive. They make it sound like it's going to be so unique. So if it's just essentially an idle game, then they've overhyped it. But still a good idea. No! No! Turd. Craig says, oh yeah, this is on the eShop, right? It looks like an SNES game. Yeah, it not only does it look like an SNES game, it looks like Super Turrican, and that's amazing. One of my favorite Super Nintendo games. It plays like it sounds like it, looks like it. Supposedly it was a Neo Geo game. Again, I'm kind of skeptical. I think that might just be a marketing ploy like that Dark Void situation from back in the day. The soundtrack is so good, though. Somebody get Simon in here. Superhero says, I mean, the ship does look like an X-Wing. Ah, yes, not the X-Wing, the Kirax Fighter, or whatever it's called. The green scum ship that was like the scum X-Wing. You know what I'm talking about. You know. We both struggle with how to spell it for sure. Kirax was like K-H-I-R-A-K-X or something ridiculous. Like, what? But it was a fun ship. Still remember playing a tournament with two of those YV666s. No, one YV666 and two of those Kirax fighters as an escort. And that was a good old time. Did really well until that YV666 had to turn around. Then it wasn't so good. Only Joe knows what I'm talking about, and that's okay, because it's a great game. Craig says there's an open world section of the game where you can catch wild Pokemon. So explain open world section of the game. What does that really mean? Because it kind of just sounds like Pokemon. This boss seems extremely... Whoa! I totally pressed jump, but I guess it didn't want me to. Whatever. We've got a bunch of lives. We're good. No, no, no. Oh, that's 2 hits already. I'm really in trouble. Oh, see? Ah. What a fool, 5J. Come on, man. Or an overworld, I guess. Okay, overworld makes more sense. I think. We'll see. Luke says, if Banjo gets in Smash, I'm going to try him out. He really has no reel that I know for how he could work. I think you missed a word or two in there. So if you're not familiar with the Banjo-Kazooie games, it is essentially two characters. A bear with a bird in his backpack, and you would actually learn more moves over time related to mostly the bird in your backpack, learning how to shoot eggs or allow you to fly or do a dive bombing move or something. So I think there's plenty to work with. So I think Banjo's a plenty good candidate to be in Smash Bros. I think there's a lot to draw on there. Plus, they had moments where you would transform into other animals, so you could also have transformative attacks. So yeah, I think there's plenty to work with. It'd be great, and you know, having that Microsoft, that so looked like the ground. I so thought I was jumping on green stone. I was like, oh, all the water drained from the level. No, it didn't. You are just stupid. Yes. Yes, you are. Okay. Now we know. Don't be stupid. You'd think that's self-explanatory, but in truth, it's not. Craig says, it is a large, fully 3D overworld, and you have full control of the camera. Well, that's nice. About time. I loved X and Y, because it really expanded on the Pokemon core games. But then since then, they haven't done a whole lot to really shake things up. And so now they're finally expanding a little bit more. They're kind of taking baby steps, and that's okay. But as long as they finally take some of the bigger, more fun steps, having a fully adjustable camera, great. You know, games have been doing that for decades. About time a core Pokemon game gets that as well. Jump when you're on the edge of that thing. There we go. That's all I wanted. Superhero says there's a map where you can play socially and do Pokemon raids. Raids, so like there's like a big giant Pokemon and everyone has to work together to take it down or something like that. Because that sounds awesome and also very stream-worthy, Joseph, for seeing you being in my party whilst we stream that. Craig says, yeah, the raids look awesome, even though I'll probably never try it. What? You should try it once. I'm going to try it once? Why not? There's no reason not to try it once. Oof, thank goodness. I think I only have one. No, I have 2 bars of energy. Oh, no, I have 3. Fully healed. Oh, this is a good weapon. Very powerful. You don't get to aim this one. Some of them you can point up and down. This one only shoots in front of you and then has the supporting bouncy things. It seems to be temporary though, like it runs out of ammo. So now I'm switched to this green thing again. This one seems to be temporary too. I don't see ammo listed anywhere, but it just seems to go away at some point. Mason's here. What's up, Mason? This is what up, Jay. Hey, dude. This has been forever. It has been. How are you? Doing good, doing good. Joe says, new season of Black Mirror came out today. Really? Wow. That seems to have come out with little to no fanfare. It's too bad. I hope it's awesome as always. Have you watched any of it already? Craig says, yes, Jay, you described the raids perfectly. You literally fight a giant version of a regular Pokemon. Cool. I mean, that's the way you do it. I've never done a raid in any game except Destiny, and I did that one time. And it was a lot of hard work. But it was actually really fun, and I really enjoyed it. So, I'm open to doing, hopefully, what's a less intensive raid, because we were up for 9 hours, didn't finish it, and had to come back the next day to finish. Whoa. And we did, but man, 9 hours wasn't enough. It was not enough. Luke's Pokemon Sword and Shield looks good, but if I had to choose, I'd pick Luigi's Mansion over it. But I'll get it. Oh man, I hear you on that one though, because Luigi's Mansion is so good. I'm really looking forward to the third one. I think it's gonna be awesome. Excited to have a console Luigi's Mansion for the first time since the GameCube. It's not a whole lot of franchises that have been lingering since the GameCube. Other than F-Zero, so that's the next one we need to see come back. Star Fox was trying to wait that long, but decided, we'll give you one on Wii U. And it was fine. I like it. I don't think it deserved quite all the hate that it got. Oh, that thing's cool looking. Oh, and he killed me. I swear the narrator sounds German. Which might be intentional because Factor 5 developed the first Turrican series, or the Turrican series. And that was a German development studio. So that'd be kind of awesome if that was intentionally supposed to sound German, like a German accent. How does one get up there? One doesn't. Well. Or... Joe watched episode 1. It wasn't as good as the other episodes. Still good, though. Okay. Well, I mean, that's how it goes. There were some extremely good ones in the past, so some of them are going to be pretty hard to beat. Oh, those were enemies. Okay. At least I had some continues. Just thought they were chilling. Part of the environment. I think these giant crystals might be continues. Not positive. Energy up. Can you get over? Cannot. Greg says there was a really cringy song at the beginning of the Pokemon Direct. Cringy, how so? I like cringy. Cringy's fun. Ah, jerks. I knew I wouldn't see that guy coming. Ah! Can't shoot up. Oh no, that's where I wanted to go. And now I fell and I can't... gotta go the long way. Tragic. Greg says that as the professor in this game is the Queen of England. Oh, I see. Is she named after a tree or bush? This is the burning question in my mind. Is she named after a tree, bush, or shrub? Is her name Queen Shrub? I mean, these are the burning questions in my mind. I would totally play a game that had Queen Shrub in it. I mean, if you wouldn't, I think there might be problems with you mentally. Whoa! Okay. Woof. Just have 50 dudes there, ain't no thing. Joe says the first episode had Anthony Mackie. Nice. Yeah, MCU Falcon. Totally. As the lead. Nice. Well, good for Anthony Mackie. Is he British? Because Black Mirror tends to star British people. And take place in England. Probably written and directed by British people, I assume. Look at those crazy death thwomps. It is called Phoenix. See, I knew that thing shot phoenixes out. Oh! See, now that's totally a German accent. They're doing it on purpose. Craig says, Queen Shrub for the win! Yes. Queen Shrub for the win. Whoa! Hey! Whoa! How was I supposed to know where he was going to be?
Warning, boss encounter.
Oh. Back off, Dragon Boy. Go away, go away, go away. Yeah! Okay. Took only one serious try. I have one hit left in me before I'm dead, though, so... Can't let my guard down. Oh, do I not die when I'm in ball mode? It's handy. Did not know that. Yeah, Phoenix. Who's looking forward to Dark Phoenix? I think it's probably not going to be good. Or at the very least, not great. And I'm okay thinking that, because then my expectations are low. It'll be hard to be disappointed if my expectations are low. Whoa, wait, whoa! Yeah, now we're talking. Craig says, man, making clips on the Twitch mobile app is annoying. Well, it's totally worth it. Please make clips. You're the best. Craig, you're the best. That's one thing I do like about Twitch. Making clips is so cool. I forget to check. Craig, have you been making lots of clips? I feel like I haven't checked in like 6 months. Delta8960 is back. What's up, Delta? Says, hello, Jay. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Sweet. Now look at this awesome, like, alien level. Another tradition of the Turrican series. Gotta have a level that looks like it was pulled straight out of Aliens. Not even a lie. Like, literally enemies and everything pulled straight out of Aliens. Maybe not this, but in actual Turrican. That is something they do. Give me Phoenix. I want Phoenix. Nothing? Jerk. They look like lasers that are gonna hurt me, but I guess they won't. Ah, back to the spread shot. I'm bored of the spread shot. Give me Phoenix or bounce. I don't care which. Ah! Now they're just destroying me. No! I had bounce! Craig says, haven't made clips in a while, but hopefully the ones I made in the past are still there. I believe so. I don't think clips ever get deleted. I think streams get deleted unless you're a partner after like 2 weeks or a month or something. I think for normal streamers it's 2 weeks. For affiliates, which I am, I think it's a month. And then I think partners can have them forever. Not sure. Need an energy up. See? Falling from the sky on top of me. How fair is that? Phoenix! Yes! Oh! I gotta make it to that platform. Delta says, I'm fine as a human person. Are you not fine as a non-human person? Are you an android? Because that would be awesome. Speaking of just remembering, taking a moment to remember Android 17, regular from the past. There, I see, I knew there was another platform. I knew it. No! I just found my way there! Hard to see the dark side is. Yes, all my clips are still there. I try to give them great titles, too. Nice. Oh, see? There was an extra life. Oh, and it leads to a... what I still think is probably a continue. Totally worth the effort. Uh-huh. I'm good with bounce. Classic weapon of the Turrican franchise. Spread shot, bounce shot. It's so Turrican. It's crazy. I feel like that game doesn't get enough imitators. There's plenty of old classic games that have imitations out there, but Turrican doesn't seem to have that many. Delta says, beat, boop, boop, beat? He brings up a good point. Who else feels beat, boop, boop, beep? I know I feel beep, boop, boop, beep sometimes. And that's okay. That's okay. Ah! Just got beep, boop, boop, beeped right there. Right into oblivion. Patience. I have none. Ah! Not sure I'm ready to go down.
Energy up. Balance. Phoenix.
Yes. Phoenix is awesome. It's so powerful. What's up there? I guess I'll never know.
Energy up.
The soundtrack. Just every minute or so. Need to compliment it again.
Spread shot.
Look at all these chickens. Whoa, yeah. Sick. Yes.
Side flash.
That beautiful destruction. I love pixel destruction.
Energy up. Spread shot. Energy up.
Man, indie games these days are so good. Really love to see stuff like this, just high quality. I'm not even sure if this is technically 8-bit style. It might be beyond, or sorry, 16-bit. It might even be beyond 16-bit. I don't know. If it really was a Neo Geo title, that would be 32-bit. Pretty sure. I love how there's all these different branching paths. There's so much to explore and find in every nook and cranny. And the action is just non-stop, ridiculous explosion after explosion. It's not particularly challenging, but it's so fun. Oh no, that's my bad. Oh, whoa. Thank goodness for temporary invincibility. Which is the right way to go, and which is the way with secrets? This kind of feels like the right way. But I wanted the way with secrets. Oh, I killed him and he killed me afterwards. Sad. Yeah, this is clearly the right way. So let's go the way with secrets. There we go. Ugh, no more spread shot. Craig says, you are particularly clip-worthy today, Jay. Lol. Well, thank you. You know, I'm usually a much more sarcastic and humorous person, but I feel like sometimes I'm toning myself down to be, you know, even keel. I lose some of my humorousness. So, there's a chance that when I go to do this stuff full-time, you're going to see more of the weird side of me come out. And hopefully more of my humor as well. I think that'll be very beneficial for the channel. You would just make that jump because you can't go anywhere else, so you kind of have to. That would be great. There we go. Okay. Don't mind losing out on Phoenix for bounce. Yes. Yeah. Bounce. I was going to see if that would bounce forever. That would have been kind of awesome. Craig says apparently there's going to be a Google Stadia live stream tomorrow, kind of like a direct, except they are calling it Stadia Connect. Can you watch it inside a VR headset? Slash, I don't think that has any relation to Google Stadia. I don't know where I got the VR headset from. Has anybody tried out the Oculus Quest? I so want a Quest because it's like everything that I wanted the Go to be. And the Go is already cool, but the Quest is like above and beyond awesome. So I want one, but it's twice the price of a Go. So it's a little bit harder to justify. Slash twice as hard. I mean, you can do the math. Yeah. I am throwing caution to the wind. Ah, I did it again. Craig says, I want to watch E3 in a VR headset, lol. There's nothing lol about that. That's coming. It's got to. Eventually, you'll just be able to watch everything in a VR headset. It's honestly too easy of a win not to. You know, when they can sell sports tickets and everyone gets to be on the 50-yard line, but they still get to charge you $100 for the tickets. Whoa. I mean, everyone wins in that scenario. And $100 for the 50-yard line at a football game would be dirt cheap. But still, it's $100. And all they did is put one little camera at the 50-yard line, you know what I mean? Like, okay, so the exit must be that way, but we messed it up, so we gotta go the long way. There we go. Those explosions are so satisfying. Listen. Yeah, it's so punchy. Yeah, Phoenix. I really feel like I'm experiencing the shockwave of that blast. Greg says, can I watch my own life in a VR headset? Wait. That'd be like when you put a mirror up to a mirror. You know, and it just makes infinite mirrored of the image, like, oh, like a doorway that goes on forever. That's what it would be like watching your life in a VR headset. It'd just be you watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you, watching you, like, ah! I think those are gonna explode eventually. They look like they might be flashing when I shoot them. They definitely look like they're flashing, if you ask me. Maybe it's a particular weapon that unlocks them. Bounce is good. New bounce. Craig says those explosions are almost as satisfying as when Jay opens a soda can. I mean, I don't know. That's really satisfying. It's kind of hard to compete with. They are some paunchy explosions, and I'm a fan of that. But there's also, like, when you hear the sound of the can opening, it also kind of makes you salivate. It's like unconsciously also activating, like, your taste sensors. Like, there's a lot going on with that. Yeah, this is significantly easier than Turrican, and it has no time limit, which is nice. So you can just explore to your heart's content. You said pop can, so had to go grab one, but it was already open, sadly, so you didn't get to hear the sound. Craig says, I want a VR experience where I just get to see what it's like to be tall. I hear ya. It's like your house, but everything is suddenly like waist high, and you're like, whoa, I don't have to reach up for anything. But everything that you normally had at waist level is like at your ankles. I mean, you'd have to do both. Otherwise, it wouldn't be realistic. Gotta have that realism. Ooh. Ah! Too many hits. Look at the animation of this guy just crawling on the ceiling. The way his head bobs. Little feet doing its little bicycle thing. Looks good. It's a good looking game. Ah. Ah. Don't let him kill me. Which Star Wars? It's one of them. Which is it? I love to quote me some Star Wars. Oh no! Well, what's this? Good. What's that? I don't know, some pink thing I've never seen before, but didn't seem to do anything. There's a lot happening there. Ooh, yeah! That was a really satisfying placement for that weapon. Ooh. Look at this. It's Gunlord versus Biollante. Which, by the way, is easily the most difficult of the Godzilla films to find and watch. I've been having a really hard time. I found it on Blu-ray in many places at like $200. Apparently, it is like the only movie in the Godzilla franchise that was published by, what is it? Oh Man, I know it. Something about lion. Lion is in the title. It's the only one of those movies that had the rights to publish it. The home video stuff. And apparently they made like one print in DVD and like one print in Blu-ray, and that is it. Because they're all super stupid expensive. Look at all of these hidden secrets. It's crazy. Well, gonna need that extra life, of course. Hey, take me back up there. Oh, worst time to jump. Yeah. Craig says, is Poco the same height as you, Jay? It looks that way on the videos. Well, isn't that clever? It's the way that I place us so that we appear to be the same height. Makes it easier to frame shots. But we're very close in height. We're like 2 inches apart. She's actually taller than me. I'm just kidding. She's not. But we are almost the same height. So I'm like 5'7" and she's like 5'5". Both of us gargantuan. Very tall people. Don't worry about it. Well. Ugh. I had to try. I also had to fail. Oh, I could have gotten that thing. Oh well. I'll live. I will live, I say, as I immediately die. Wow, that could not have been more ironically timed. Literally not possible. Hey. I want to get up there. Why do I take a steep nosedive after I leap in this mode? It's kind of weird. Should I just tap jump? There we go. Go back to the Phoenix. Rats. Craig says Gunlord versus Biollante, lol. Right? It's exactly what that was. So anyways, I found Godzilla vs. Biollante on this weird, like, triple pack DVD, and I do not like buying DVDs anymore, especially for 30 bucks. But that was the cheapest I could find it. It's not available to rent or stream anywhere, unless I want to watch an illegal copy somewhere. That was the only legal way I could get my hands on it, without spending 200 bucks on a Blu-ray. Or almost 200 bucks on a DVD. So I found a DVD at 30 bucks and it was far and away the cheapest way to watch it, and that's so sad. But I will watch them all. So I do what I gotta do. And apparently what I gotta do is buy a $30 DVD in 2019. Oh! No spread shot. There we go. Craig says, no, Jake, Godzilla 1985 is the hardest to find by far, at least last I checked. Well, then they've done a restock since last you checked because I got it cheap. Oh, okay, I gotta be ending this soon here. Nate's messaging me. I got it pretty cheap. I think only like $10 on Blu-ray on Amazon, so they must have done a restock of that. That's from Kraken Releasing, and they have several other films as well, including Godzilla vs. Gigan, others that I can't recall. But yeah, they must have done a restock since the last time you saw it, but man, Godzilla vs. Biollante, hundreds of dollars. True story. I'm doing well, though. I am 24 films into the 33 film franchise. So, doing good. Might be 25 if I count the anime. Well, that depends. Do you count the anime as 3 movies, or do you count it as 1? I'm kind of counting it as 1. That anime had some really cool ideas, but just didn't execute it as well as it was leading up to. Dang it. Alright, I should get going here, so I'm gonna exit the game, read Craig's last chat, and then I should hit the trails. Craig says, did you see King of the Monsters? I did. And there was a lot that I liked about it and a lot that I didn't like about it. But I think if they had like made some stylistic changes about the fights, like if they zoomed the camera out a little bit, if they stopped fighting in the dark and the rain, just let us get a clear like picture of all the monster action, which is kind of what Godzilla movies are all about, then I think that'd solve a lot of the problems. But it was still really cool and everything looks awesome. So it was good. All right, guys, thanks for coming, and I'll catch you later this week for some more streaming. See you guys.